Hello, MCBA fans, as we are beginning World Series Game 2 here on Twitch with an interesting matchup between these two teams. I wasn't honestly expecting Hitmen to make it past Ducks because Ducks had the best record in the league. But here we are now, Gorillas versus Hitmen, uh, Gray versus Black, uh, for all the marbles this season. And we will go ahead and talk about their defensive lineup for this Hitmen squad. We got Oward at pitcher. We got Pijamillion in center. We got Iliezo at short. McSlayer's in left. Airbnb behind the plate. Leonard Dog in right. Amari at third. Tilquist at first. And Big Mac at second to round out this lineup for Hitman. Oward, not a really contact the pitch guy, more of a guy who gets strikeouts and puts runners on base and leaves runners on base. So we're definitely gonna see a very offensive game, but it's gonna come down to who can score with runners in scoring position overall.
Yeah, Howard pitched 43 strikeouts in the regular season, tied for most on his team with Rookie of the Year PJ Million. He's a great pitcher on the mound, throwing a .62 ERA over 24 innings as well. This is a really hard pitcher to go against if you're the Gorillas.
As we wait for the first pitch here, we will begin talking about Gorilla's starting lineup. We have Olivia Rodrigo as the starting pitcher tonight for them. 9R9R, a very big bat and a very good rookie this season. In center, Dad Touch Me behind the plate. Mage HD in right. Joe Dog in left. JMO at second. Narvaya at shortstop. And then Realist James at third. And then a bench which composes many players. G-Bot Quagsire, J-Red 14 Cloudy, Maddie plays MC, Abstract, Regan, and Rotby. And then I also didn't talk about Hitman's bench, which is Taylor, BKR, Yenix KK, Matt Cat, Banana Monkey, and BBPI, as that is a P2 to Airbnb for the first out of this game.
Productive four pitch out there from Howard. Five consecutive strikes to start him off. Make it six.
Yeah, I was just double checking we are live. Last time we had issues with this and we figured it all out. We should be getting that media ping soon, hopefully.
Sorry for the strikeout there. Great work from Howard. Brings up last night's starting pitcher. I believe this is Gorilla, just under a different username. 8 consecutive strikes to start off Howard. Make it 9.
Oh, a smite.
Someone got smited.
Yeah, Cameron not happy about things.
Server's lagging, I guess. Damn, 10 consecutive strikes to start it off.
No, server's
Great.
fine.
Server's fine.
And then now we got Olivia Rodrigo coming to the mound. Honestly, similar play style to O-Word. Pitch to contact, decent strikeout numbers. Also going to come down to runners in scoring position for this game.
Yeah, Olivia Rodrigo lover pitching at .81 ERA in the regular season over 24 innings. Both, actually, the ERA does not lead his team, but the innings do. 47 strikeouts does lead his team. That is over 4 starts with a 85 whip. I have been pinged.
Yeah, that's hit the center.
That's a takedown.
And Owen will retreat the first. A long single for the Hitmen to start off this inning. That I was not paying attention to as I was writing a response to someone.
Alita, oh, wait. Fact check. Yes, leadoff single for Oward there. Gets the party started. Investigating where. Oh. Oh, there's a. Oh, there's a DDoS thing happening to the Cosmogard infrastructure.
Yeah, which is the server we run their stuff at. Someone is giving.
Oh, that's a great catch by Joe Dog.
Yeah, it didn't let the pressure get to him of the insane amount of thunder going on.
It's a stormy day out here, man. I'll tell you. Pitch count's going to be wrong. I think he's a 4. Because there's a ball. Apologies, viewers. Trying to keep track of a lot of things here right now. Oh, we're taking a lead at first with ball 1 from Olivia Rodrigo lover. 1-1 count now. Good strike there on the cutter.
Okay, he did it for me. Thank you, Raiden.
Or screwball, excuse me. I can't read. Good sinker there for strike 2.
Yeah, for the few people watching, that's hit back to Olivia Rodrigo. This might be a double play here. Navarra goes the first, not in time.
Gets there by a step.
Definitely a slow turn for Navarra. Definitely not a bad play though. Honestly, to take the lead runner off is a big move.
Yeah, Oward's a dangerous runner on the base pass, so I think you're going to take that any opportunity you get here. That does bring up Nick Slayers, though, who hit the go-ahead home run last night, or not last night, but in Game 1. Very impactful power bat for the Hitmen, one of their best by maybe not a mile, but takes a unfavorable Raptor change for strike 1.
Yeah, McSlayers reminds me a lot of Cal Raleigh style power, but also Cal Raleigh style contact before he became good this season.
As a Mariners fan, I love that comp.
He has good contact numbers, but definitely needs to work on his power if he's going to maintain a long-term position. And we might possibly see him go in the new expansion, not the expansion draft, the next booster draft, just because of his contact numbers being super high. I don't know how team owners who are in the booster feel about him, but honestly could be big for his career if he does get boosted. And if he doesn't, he'll probably be a top 5 pick going in the next draft.
Good take there to go to 2-2. You can see the umpire definitely appreciates that one. And we'll delay the play.
I'm gonna check how Nutty and Rated are doing on TikTok.
Sure. Yeah, TikTok has been
Exploding.
really lighting it up the last few days. Ooh, swing and a miss. Strikes out the end of the Hitman's run.
Currently has 84 concurrent viewers and 2.5k likes, so this is definitely a down day. But to be fair, this is the first day of going back to school, basically, for most high schoolers. Mage comes to the plate, batting cleanup today. Takes that for ball one. One thing I like about Mage as a batter, he's very patient at the plate, knows when to take and when to swing.
Yeah, I think that is a standout part of what Mage does at the plate. Oop, almost logged out on accident.
As they say, OBP rules the day.
Yeah.
If you have a high OBP in this league, you get drafted. That's the basic idea of it. As he walks Mage on 4 pitches. Not something
Yeah,
you
that's
see a lot in MCBA, someone that patient.
yeah, that's definitely rare, but that is respectable patience. Love to see that. You know, the walk. I mean, to me, you know, when you hear the Hitman, you're not really thinking the walks. You're thinking you're thinking a lot about the long ball, the extra base hits. But you're never going to say no to a 4-pitch walk like that from Mage. Or excuse me, the Gorillas. Goodness.
Yeah, if he fails the throw to the inside and Airbnb has to catch it, we could see a steal here from Mage. Airbnb not one of the best catchers in the league. Oh, is that hits right?
Oh.
Ooh, that's a double play ball.
Ooh. They're gonna look. They're definitely gonna look at it, but that was real close. They're gonna
That
call
is
him
called a double
out
play.
at first. That is a great double play right there, made by Oward.
They might challenge this.
Yeah, I don't think Mage likes that call. He thinks he's safe. I think they're looking at this one here. I would too, just with how close that is, but I think the ruling is going to stand. I don't think they're going to find enough to overturn that.
Yeah, I think
Umpires
he's out.
today. Yeah, umpires today are R2D2 and Peachy Paw. Both umpires I like. Consistent on the game, or like on their game pretty often. So they are going to take that out, and that brings up JMO.
Yeah, more of the least controversial umps in the league. We've had controversial umps recently. Um, make some very bad calls. One of which I was actually surprised was called how it was. But we'll not discuss about it more, as we technically aren't supposed to discuss how we feel about umps.
Sure. Most of the umps are pretty good. I think I don't have an issue with
Yeah,
most of them.
most umps I like are good. There's just those few that don't really have anything good. As that's foul tip to Airbnb for strike 2. As that's pulled foul.
Yeah, I think if there's one thing I'm gonna light up about JMO's game is that he really knows how to work a pitch count. He is a guy that fouls off a lot of pitches, and that can be beneficial in the long run in a single game stance.
Yeah, up to 84 viewers on the TikTok right now. That's a strike 3. Oward gets a double play and then gets a strikeout on JMO to get the Hitman back up to the plate. Still nothing in the bottom of the second.
catcher Airbnb up to the plate. He's going to pop that one
As
to the infield. Caught by Marixa. Quick first out.
yeah, we'll go ahead and talk about the NBL World Series going on. They played a game last night, went into extra innings, went all the way to the 8th inning with nobody scoring, and then finally uh, they just couldn't hold on any longer, and pretty sure it was Panthers who scored.
Yeah, Panthers go in, take their first game in the World Series. So they're going to at least game 5. Great pitching from Little in that game. He put on a pitching clinic on the Dolphins,
Yeah, six
who,
point.
granted,
Yeah, with
granted were without Weapon and JMO, but you'd hope the rest of the lineup can put in some
Leonard
work as that
drives that.
struggled.
That's off the wall. Neinard has no play on that, and Leonard Dog showing some power from the bottom of this lineup to get a single there off the wall.
Yeah, and we saw that a lot in game 1, just a lot of those long singles. But, you'll take base runners whenever you can get them. That one was about a block and a half short of going the distance.
But yeah, Little and Tormund pitched really good. Little 6.2 innings, pitched 11 strikeouts in in 6 2/3 innings with 5 hits allowed. And then Tormund pitched 7 innings, 3 hits and 5 strikeouts. He might not pitch for the rest of this series as he's on 2-game rest now, and will most likely be focusing on hitting for the next 2 games and trying to keep Dolphins' momentum going.
Yeah, the Dolphins lead that series 2-1. Panthers steal a game that went pretty late, evidently so, to try and get themselves back in the series. And now's their opportunity to do it if they're going to make a run at it.
Sets a ball.
Good take there.
It's a 2-2 count on Amari. Olivia Rodrigo finding herself in trouble here in the first few innings, giving up hits in both innings. Swing and a miss from Amari. High fastball, chased it out of the zone. Has to run Leonard Dog, thinking they might have had him if he was AFK.
Taylor catches a warning from R2D2 on a little extremity there. We'll call it. Ball 1 from Olivia Rodrigo. Ball 2 there. Good take from Till.
As that's driven deep to center. Niner's got a read on it, and that will be out number 3. Still scoreless in the top of the 3rd here. Eventually, something's going to have to break between these 2 teams.
Yeah, this is a solid rerun of game 1. Great pitching. You're kind of waiting for one offense to break out of the mud. Last game, it came from MC Slayers. You wonder who you're going to see it from this game. It can be anyone in either of these lineups or anyone on these benches. These are 2 of the best offenses in the league. They may succeed in different aspects of the game, but they put in some good ABs, put in a lot of good work, and they win games. I think that's the main thing to recognize here. That's what got them here.
Yeah, Oward back to work here in a 1-1 count against Narvaez now.
Oh, Sarvaya. Okay. Whoopsies. Good take there. 2-1 count now. 25 pitches now for Howard.
Yeah, if they want to have him for the rest of the series, smart move would be pitch him a few innings and then pull him out. Just so they can have him later in the series and keep him off rest.
Yeah, especially in a 5-game series, you need your best starters available,
Looks
and
like
Howard is definitely that.
the MCBA TikTok's picked up 100 concurrent viewers. Howard catches that, and I guess it's about to aura farm on him.
Yeah, solid contact there, but it just unfortunately winds up right back at Howard, makes the out on the line drive. That brings Realist James up to bat.
Oh, out of play.
Out of play.
Why would he call out of play there with no base runners on?
Oh, because they thought someone was off first.
Yeah, no.
Strike one on the shootout.
Outside Raptor, that looks like.
Yeah, that's a good chase pitch right there from Howard.
Yeah, the Raptor changeup outside is one of the more popular chase pitches, especially to righties. Because there's a chance it can move in on the righties and hit the strike zone without them even knowing. As he goes across the plate there for strikeout. And we're back to the top of this Gorillas lineup with Olivia Rodrigo coming back to the plate. Pretty sure popped out in her first debut to the catcher. She's
Swing
swinging.
there.
Yeah, very deep swing there. Not patient at the plate. Gorilla's definitely showing they're being aggressive here early. As that's fouled off.
Yeah, I think it's good that they're being a little more aggressive at the plate. They were pretty passive in game one, and that led them to falling behind. I guess not really falling behind, but the offense was just flat in game one. They never really stacked anything together. But they're being pretty aggressive here. That's fouled off. They're being pretty aggressive here at the plate, and has resulted in a fair amount of strikeouts that from this Gorillas team, who works a lot of contact and has played a little more of the small ball. It's a little unusual to see the number of strikeouts they've had so far. They've had a lot of outs to the catcher as well. So I think they just kind of need a little more median there on, getting to the right pitch while also taking your swings that you trust yourself in.
And Olivia Rodrigo lines that up the middle. PJ has no play on that and throws the first there. That'll be a single for Olivia Rodrigo with 2 out now. To bring 9R to the plate. One of the rookies that I like the most, honestly. Great power, great contact numbers, great defense. I mean, there's nothing else you can ask for in a rookie.
Yeah, he's an all-around pretty good rookie. I think my personal favorite part is Olivia goes to 2. Here's the throw. He's gonna get into 2 on an overthrow. Peach brings that in. Just a little bit over from the catcher Airbnb on a stolen base. First of the World Series here.
As they say, Airbnb mailed it.
Do have a maybe mark appearance throughout the first pitch in Game 3 of the NBL World Series last night.
Yeah, player I think should not retire just so he can troll a little more. Honestly, very good guy. It was the reason I played for Bandits. And got off there.
40 pitches now for Oward. A little lengthier ABs this inning. Strikes him out on the changeup.
Yeah, as said, that Raptor changeup is insane.
Yeah, he has been working that Raptor changeup. He worked that all inning, and it worked really well for him. Looks like, I believe 2 strikeouts on that pitch.
Mm-hmm.
So, can't complain at all.
First and third outs were strikeouts, so...
Come on. Yeah, if you're a pitcher's guy, you're loving the MCBA World Series right now. Ball 1 there to Big Mac. Just going to start this inning off. Olivia just now hitting the 25 pitch mark. Steps off the mound. Looks like she isn't loving this stance that Big Mac is in. A little bit over the plate, it seems. High there on the curveball, I believe. It's a sweeping curve for ball 2. Fouls that one off, hits the netting. That'll be a 2-1 count now. This Hitman lineup trying to get something back again. You know, McSlayer's hitting that big-time home run last night, trying to see if anyone can come through with another. Try and get them up on a 2-0 here in the series as that gets to a 3-1 count on another outside curveball.
Yeah, TikTok's definitely ramping up. 150 concurrent viewers.
Nice.
We are sitting at 3. The reason why we're doing this basically is so we can post the VOD later.
You know, good practice.
Yeah, usually the VOD turns out good.
Nice. Up now is Oward, who has been nailing it on the mound today. Swings at the first pitch he sees, fouls it off to the stands.
Yeah, only one watching on the YouTube right now is Freezy. Freezy's the only one in the live.
Are you double streaming Twitch YouTube?
No, it's only YouTube.
Oh, okay. Who's doing the? Oh,
there's
for
no
some
Twitch.
reason I thought we were doing Twitch. My bad.
Yeah, there's no Twitch tonight. Twitch technically isn't affiliated, so we can't get it posted on any media channels.
Gotcha. Good take there for ball 1 by Oward. You wonder if either of these pitchers pitch in the 4th inning. You know, consider it's a 5-game series, trying to keep their best starters available for the latter games as that gets to a 2-2 count now.
And it's an out here on O-word.
Yeah, especially with a runner on first. We're in a little bit of trouble here. Another great take there from O-word on the, I want to say that's a high 2-seam. Could be wrong. That brings up a full count with a runner on first. May see Big Mac go. Test the arm of Gorilla behind the plate. Here's the pitch.
Swings and misses.
Swing and a miss.
Insane work.
Fastball inside. Great AB on both ends. Olivia fights back into the count. At the end there, Word goes down 0-2, brings it to a full count. Love to see that. Is that his ball 1-2? Rookie of the, or I guess, yeah, rookie / freshman of the year, PJ Million. Pitched in last night's game, pitched a 4-inning shutout. Because that's a swing and a miss on the 70-mile-per-hour screwball for strike one. Not a pitch I feel like you see that often in MCBA. Howard actually closed out last night's game.
Ooh, and
Picked up
that's
a save.
driven.
That's a drive into right field.
That is gone.
That is gone.
Page a
And
million.
PJ Million flips the
Two-run
game
shot.
upside down. 2-run blast to right. And the story rewrites itself. The long ball for the Hitmen gives them the lead. Last night it's mixed layers, and tonight, I keep saying last night, game one is mixed layers. Tonight, it is rookie of the year, PJ Million. Love to see that.
Swing and a miss from Ilyazo there. 0-2 count now. MCBA has hit like 250 concurrent viewers on TikTok.
Man.
They are killing it right now.
Jesus.
All I gotta say is
That
the third free agent post every time we stream a game, every third free agent post ends up having to get a private training session with me.
Nice.
The guys
That's
last night,
that's a good opportunity.
there was 6 people who posted last night. First person ended up not playing, like he ended up deleting his post. Then same thing with the second person. So I have a free one I have to give out to a rookie. I'm just gonna like scroll. I'm gonna like scroll through like the last like 4 days worth of stuff and just choose a random one.
Yeah, I think the guy that was supposed to get it last night already left the servers. Just hit 1K followers on TikTok. That's a drive into right field. That's going to go foul. Hard liner there for McSlayers.
Yeah, MCBA TikTok blows up.
Good take there. Brings up a 2-2 count now. 2 outs. This is McSlayers. Won the game for the Hitmen last game. Swings and misses at strike 3. That'll take us to the top of the 4th inning. Pitch count is now 47 for Olivia Rodrigo Lover, if you are curious. 41 for Oward, who is back on the mound. So he will pitch the 4th inning.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is after he throws this pitch, he goes on 2 games rest, so he might not pitch for the rest of the series depending on how things go.
Yeah, after this first out. 0-1 count. Takes ball 1. I think overall from both offenses, we've seen some good plate discipline. You know, I would say more so from the Hitmen than the Gorillas. You know, Hitmen obviously convert on a 2-run blast by PJ Million. But I think it's not to discredit anything that that starter Olivia Rodrigo lover has done, is that's grounded back to O-word. That's going to be a ground out.
As I
You
say,
know, it's another.
one mistake
Sorry.
you make can basically end a game. It just comes down to how your offense is, and I'm being honest, Gorilla's offense kind of blew itself out after it hit four. It had 14 runs against the Emeralds in one game.
Yeah, it is actually kind of interesting. Their offense has been in the bottom half of the league since that game, and I mean, unless I'm missing something, they haven't lost a lot of key players. So it could just be a general team slump. Maybe they just got around of not as dominant pitching, but looks like we have an umpire error here. 0-2 count. But the Gorillas offense, it's done enough to get here, but really has been just dormant, as that's a strikeout for O-word. It's just been completely dormant so far. I mean, they're on pace to get swept on 3 shutouts right now. So, I mean, you really need, if you're the Gorillas, you need someone to step up and make an offensive impact, try and get these guys going. That is ball 1. Pitch count creeping up to 50. And that is a strikeout. Or no, it's not. Excuse me. That is pitch number 50, though, on the palm ball. As I have opened achievements. That's a drive into center field. That'll get down. That is Joe Dog, who's going to record a long single, but he's pushing to 2. He's going to be into 2. He is safe, and that is an extra base hit for Joe Dog into straightaway center field. Good contact there. 2-out double. Love to see that for the Gorillas offense, who really need an answer back.
Yeah, I said, we need offense here for them, and that's driven.
That's
Deep
driven
to
right center.
Gone.
We are tied.
We are tied.
We are tied.
J-Mo.
You love to see
home
it.
run. It is 2-2 Gorillas.
Wow. And I kind of got on J-Mo's case earlier. I think he heard the call. I think he knew what he had to do. He ties this game up on a great swing. That ties the game, and we are back to a clean slate.
Looks like Olivia Rodrigo lover's day. Oh, he's just resetting his game. My apologies. I thought his day was done. But his day pitching-wise will be done because he left the game, which resets your stem.
Yeah. I mean, I have pitch count for him, so I can tell them, but I don't think they will. They're probably going to get a really
Someone's parlay sold. Someone had Hitmen winning tonight, and their parlay sold.
Oh. Just as I'm bashing, not really bashing, but commenting on the Gorillas offense, they make O-word pay. We're back to a tie ball game. Still an overall great pitching performance by O-word. Just one pitch that really did not go in his favor, but 2 very well strung together hits from this Gorillas offense as Narvaez, works himself into a 3-0 count. Wondering how close O-word is to being done for the day as his stamina is dropping. That is a 4-pitch walk.
Yeah, we might have a mound visit here from Feta Fabula, their manager, tonight.
Yeah, O-word is really starting to slow down in performance here. Still some solid pitches in there, but not able to bait Narvaez on any chase pitches above his head there. But you got to hope that if you're the Gorillas, that J-Mo homer really lights a fire under themselves. 5th straight ball from O-word brings his pitch count up to 57. Really starting to push the limit here with 2 outs. Ball 2. This is Realist James up to bat, who's looked good in practice. This is a guy I've watched batting practice a couple of days. He's looked really nice. As that breaks the ball streak there for strike 1. Pitch number 59 for Ower. Like I would say, this is likely his last batter. Ball 3 there. That brings him to 60.
Faden moves down from the top of the dugout.
Howard works himself back into a full count. Looks like JML got a pep talk before that home run. You love to see it. Gorillas management working their magic. Here's the pitch from Howard, full count. Strike 3 on the Chudo. Gets himself out of some traffic, but not before the Gorillas convert. It is a tie game, and we hit the bottom of the 4th. Hitmen need to answer.
Their manager tonight for Gorillas is Fireball Max, who'll be getting his own NBL team come next season.
Up to bat is the catcher for the Hitmen Airbnb. Olivia is also out for the 4th inning. Ball 1 in the grass. R2 will come out for a quick stop. Looks like a quick little pitcher's check. That's some excess pitches in the inventory.
Screwball there.
And strike 1 on the screwball. That's a great pitch.
Yeah, screwball high and tight. Not a pitch you see often. That's below the zone for ball 2. And Airbnb back to work, trying to figure stuff out. Olivia Rodrigo making sure his field is good before throwing the next pitch.
Strike 2 on a great sinker there. He was the count.
Good checking her field, because if he hit that sinker, that had a chance to be oppo if it was hit right.
Airbnb works himself into a full count, and I believe an umpire error there. Yep, looks like that's an umpire error. Realist James on third base today. The field, the defense for the Gorillas has not had to do a lot this game. You know, center field, and it's really only been center field to pitcher and first base who have gotten any action. I'm gonna wait for clear lag. think the thing that stands out most to me about this Gorillas team is that they're a team who is mentally always in the game. They never feel that they're out of it, which is something you really need. Is that is a strikeout on the screwball. Going back to it there, pulling the string for out number 1. Olivia needs a productive inning here to hopefully pass on to the closer for the Gorillas. As I was saying, they're a mentally strong team. They know they're always in the game, no matter how far down they are. They've had some great comebacks. And Olivia is just the guy you want on the mound. It's ball 1 to Leonard Dog, who's been solid at the plate today.
Raptor there.
Good strike there.
Yeah,
That's a nice Raptor.
You rarely see the Raptor go to lefties, but I think Olivia Rodrigo is comfortable throwing at the lefties.
Yeah, that's a pitcher. If you, at least the lefties, if you get it low enough, as that is driven to center field, that is down for a base hit for Leonard Dog. Great contact there. Pitches are starting to slow down, becoming a little more hittable. Puts a man on first with 1 out.
Fireball unfazed. The bat gonna let Olivia Rodrigo pitch this inning. It looks like this is his inning.
Yeah, I think if you're the Hitmen, you want to get a little aggressive on the base pass here. You need to break up the tie. I think Leonard Dog is one of the guys to do that, especially with the Gorillas playing with 1 less infielder. Strike 1 on the sinker, about 83 miles an hour. I think the thing that stands out about their pitching overall in the whole staff is that they pitch very well with runners in traffic. The one homer would tell you that is it's ball 1. They are one of the better teams when it comes to runners on base while they're pitching. I think that comes from calm and collected starters like Olivia Rodrigo over here. Mari swings at that one. Good chase pitch there. Pitch count creeping to 60.
Screwball.
Gets him on the screwball. That has been a pitch that he has gone to multiple times this inning. Last inning is working. 2 outs now, brings up Tills. Here's the pitch. Good take there for ball 1. Olivia really pitching around this and last inning. You see pitchers start to do that a little more when they start getting low on stam. Try to not leave anything over the plate. Yeah, but as a result, you're getting a little more walks.
Only 83 miles an hour on that sinker. Sinker usually sits mid to high 80s. And it's creeping down there. We might see a sub 80 mile an hour sinker here if he doesn't get aggressive at the plate.
1-2 count. We really need a strikeout here pretty quick if you can fuse one. Here's the pitch to Till. That is lined into center. That is down. Is he going to make the play at 2? He does.
He
throws out Leonard Dog at 2. Great play there from Mage. And that is going to end the inning.
That play reminds me of the MIBO World Series game the other night. Twisters versus Tsunami. There were 7 outs at second base from forced outs.
Wow.
It was just an insane defensive masterclass of work from the Tsunami defense, which is not something I like saying. And looks like they're having a mound visit, and
Howard left pitching. Looks like
Nick Slayers is going to pitch, and Oward's going to go to center. PJ Million's going to go to left.
Yeah, MC Slayers is going to come in to relieve. He's been a pretty solid pitcher all around this season. Of course, I closed the stats, but an ERA at least under 2. So solid pitcher, has some good relief outings. Looking to get him warmed up here. Fabio making the call. Oward's day is done. 62 pitches on the day. 2 runs allowed on the 1 home run, but his team is still in it thanks to his offense and his defense. PJ Million, standout player today with a 2-run shot to right field over the dugout.
Yeah, I think this game comes down to this inning.
Yeah, 100%. Who can bang on the relief pitching first? Gorillas have the momentum right now. I think it's pretty likely that we now also see Olivia Rodrigo Lover end their day on the mound. Similar performance. Good amount of strikeouts. I don't have the exact stat sheet with me, but good amount of strikeouts. Really working that screwball and sinker today. As well as that Raptor changeup. Howard as well with that Raptor. As Olivia Rodrigo Lover is up to bat.
McSlayers is definitely one of the pitchers that I feel shifts on the mound to be able to handle hits and pitching. So he'll move to the inside when he plans on throwing a inside pitch to righties, and then same with lefties. Proceeds to throw a cutter outside there.
Good first pitch strike there. I think that's the primary way to force a lot of outs, especially in MCBA. Get that first pitch strike. Don't let yourself get behind. Now that's a 3-pitch strikeout on the 2-seam fastball for MC Slayers.
Yeah, Olivia Rodrigo not having her best night offensive wise, but his best night offensive wise. Hitting wise, not good, but pitching wise, very good. As 9R9R, the monster rookie for Gorillas, comes and steps into the plate, fouls that off.
Yeah, and Olivia Rodrigo Lover is one of those players that you need to have going, especially in a game like this. You're behind one game. It's a 5-game series. Every game matters, especially early on. That is a wafty swing and a miss there from 9R for the strikeout.
And their offense in their final inning their final regular innings comes to Dad Touched Me, their 3-batter.
Yeah, they could really use an insurance run here.
Or go ahead run here.
Yeah, go ahead run, excuse me. Here's the pitch from Slayers. Takes ball. Ooh. Called strike? That will be edited. That ends the immaculate inning bid. 7 straight strikes. Strike 2 there. Here's the 1-2 pitch from McSlayers. Grounded to first base, and he will make the play.
And will Aura Farm. Bottom of the 5th here. And it will be led off by what looks to be their they'll be going 7-8-1. Actually no, scratch that. 8-1-2. with Big Mac leading it off, and Olivia Rodrigo still supposedly out there.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little surprised to see Olivia out there. You know, they wanted to let him, excuse me, run the game out, try and keep them in it. I commend the confidence. I'm just not sure how I personally would sit on a 63 pitch count in the bottom of the fifth inning on an offense that really can work the long ball and mistake pitches. Not that that's something that they do often, but or not that something that Olivia does often. Because that's a screwball there. There's strike two. Especially the lefty. Ball one. Good take there. Fastball above the zone. 66 pitches now. Probably trying to save the bullpen in case they go to extras. Good take inside on a fastball that hits him.
Yeah, one thing I will comment.
6-7 pitches.
One thing I will comment about Gorillas is they don't really have a deep bullpen. As that's popped to right. Mage is underneath it. Out one.
Good fly ball pitch there. Just a little too under it. But you bring up, I believe that was Oward, so the top of the lineup comes back around. Definitely the part of the lineup you want when the stamina is starting to get low for Olivia Rodrigo.
Screwball there, strike one.
Pitch number 69 for him. Nice. Takes a ball high for pitch number 70. So really starting to push the stamina here. But he doesn't like that call. That's a drive into deep right field. Back at the wall.
God.
It's over. It's over.
Over. Over.
Oward rights his wrongs. He walks the game off on a solo shot to right. And the Hitmen go up 2-0 in the third series. Are you kidding me? Oward just putting on a clinic here today all around. Offense, defense. And man, that was a drive to right center. And that puts the Hitmen in a very comfortable position here in the World Series. Up 2-0 now. And you got to wonder what gives for the Gorillas. Can they fight back?
This is NBL on YouTube, and we will see y'all at hopefully Game 3 here in a few days. So long from me, Titan.